Okay, so in this Tavern Brawl, the idea was whenever you play a minion, you get a spell that costs as much as the minions cost, but you can cast the spell for free. So there's a lot of spells. It's a little bit crazy. As you can see, I'm playing as Rogue. I have a lot of um, bounce, so returning stuff to my hand, and that allows you to replay minions and just cycle through lots of random spells. Thing I love about this Tavern Brawl is it forces you to use resources in an unusual way. So one resource is cards, and it's easy to run out of cards or to fill your hand with cards. Like I see both happen in this Tavern Brawl, which is unusual. Because you have the free spells, so you can get rid of them, but then so you have to decide when to hold cards. And minions on board are also a resource. The board is pretty volatile because everyone has spells. So I really like this Tavern Brawl. So in this particular deck, I have a lot of bounce where I can pick up cards that I played and play them again, and that allows me to cycle through a lot of spells. And the couple other things with this deck that are important is I have a few charge combos, so that works well with the bounce. Um, and I have Leroy and Mirror Entity, which is a one-turn kill combo. And then this right here, Lotheb, is another big feature of this deck, and that works well with the bounce too. And because you get free spells, Lotheb is huge in this game, so I'll often just play Lotheb and immediately pick him back up for next turn. Or Shadow Color, I think it is Miscolor, one of those. So, yeah, this is a fun Tavern Brawl. So in this particular matchup, it looks like I'm going against a Pirate Rogue, and I was pretty scared of this guy because he was hitting hard pretty early. I had the Devolve card in my deck, but I wanted to hold on to it, where you'd reduce all their minions, transform into minions with costs of one less. Um, yeah, so let's just keep watching it. So this play and a lot of others plays I make are questionable. Like this isn't my strongest game, and that's one thing I like about this Tavern Brawl is there's a lot of depth to the plays you can make, and because you have lots of cards, lots of choices, so I am using a lot of strategy in making my decisions, but there's a lot of strategic things that I'm ignoring or missing out on or not considering or so you'll see misplays, and one of my misplays later in this was accidental, like I bounced the wrong card when I had lethal. So you'll see that too. So here comes Lotheb, and I thought since he was so aggressive he would go to my face, so I left him on board so that I could get a hit in before Shadow Step. Because whittling people down with the charge combos I have is really useful. Um, there I use my Devolve. I don't know the real name of the card. So I considered using Shadow Step, and I'm like, nope. But he decided to kill my Lotheb, so I couldn't bounce him, which made me sad. But it might not have been the best idea for him, because otherwise he would have had lethal later on. So I was sort of frustrated. I didn't have very strong board clears so far. Oh, I made a Oh, later on you'll see another misplay I make where, well, huge misplay, maybe not. I make a lot of suboptimal plays, I'm sure. Shilma, big minion. He clears my board, but I get Van Cleef from Undercity Huckster. Okay, so first I cast this. I'm trying to cast as many spells as possible to buff up Van Cleef. Oh, and then I get freeze. And then I'm able to, yeah, so I clear that minion, clear everything. Just I'm casting spells. I bounced my bounce card, and then I play Van Cleef and get a damage spell, which is nice. So then he starts attacking my Van Cleef, which is, I don't get it. Maybe, I guess it's high priority and you don't know what spells you're gonna get. You play minions and you don't want to fill your hand up, but I think he should have played more minions. Oh, maybe he needed to combo. I don't know. He just started casting all his juice on Van Cleef. He got a board here. Then I do, okay, this is the play where I mess up. So I get Shadowcaster on Van Cleef, which is pretty cool. I hit him in the face. I bounce Van Cleef as well. I maybe should have left him out on board. He was still a threat, and I had the other one. So I'm just playing as many cards as possible. Then, for some reason, I have 1 mana left. I'm going to play my Demon instead of dropping my Shadow called Van Cleef. So that was a definite misplay. And then I'm like, oh, I have Divine Shield just to get on my biggest minion. So, as you can see, like, a lot changes in between turns in this Tavern Brawl, which is one reason why it's so fun. He gets some damage. I'm getting worried that he might get up to lethal, but then he starts attacking my minions, and I'm like, phew. So he's just throwing out his spells. I guess he's not. And he gets me down to 4 health. So I'm pretty sure I had lethal here. I bounced the wrong minion. I was gonna bounce my uh, abusive sergeant, but instead I bounced the minion. But luckily I got a freeze all minions and played my Van Cleef. And then, yeah, basically from there I win the game. So you didn't get to see any really good charge combos here. Like, it doesn't always work out. And that's the thing about this Tavern Brawl. I think compared to other game modes, it's not as much as your deck, about your deck. Like, you need a good deck. But I think a lot of decks will work in this Tavern Brawl, but you just have to understand how to use your resources and what your priorities are. So